Welcome to Universe Beyond. I am the guide for this infinite journey. Tonight, we delve into the unseen stories woven into the very fabric of time and space. The night sky is not merely an expanse of pinprick lights, it is a chronicle of ages and failed chances. When we ask why the cosmos is silent, we are asking two questions at once, one of physics and one of fate. The first is empirical, shaped by equations and observables such as the cosmic microwave background, stellar life cycles, and the chemistry of planets. The second is speculative, shaded by contingency, evolution, and the fragile architecture of intelligence. Science gives us tools to inventory possibility, like the Drake equation, which attempts to count technosignatures across epochs. That algebra is not prophecy but a scaffold, a way to expose which terms are unknown and which are merely hopeful guesses. We know many stars, more planets than grains of sand in a handful, and yet we lack a single, unambiguous whisper from another mind. One hypothesis bends toward scarcity, the rare Earth idea that complex life requires a very narrow confluence of conditions. A stable star, a planet in a temperate zone, a protective magnetic field, plate tectonics to recycle carbon, and a long, gentle march to oxygenation. Each of those ingredients is neither guaranteed nor cheap in cosmic terms, and their combined probability might collapse the number of civilizations to near zero. Another hypothesis speaks of filters, existential thresholds that most biospheres fail to cross, either before intelligence emerges or shortly after it arrives. Baryogenesis and the chemistry of life are early hurdles, mass extinctions and gamma-ray bursts are catastrophic ones, and self-destruction is a grim final gate. If the great filter sits in our past, then our existence is an improbable victory, a rare candle that outlived the storm. But perhaps silence is not scarcity, but choice or consequence of scale. Technological civilizations might build their minds inward, preferring simulated realities and closed systems rather than noisy broadcasts into the void. They might adopt radio silence as a precaution against predatory intelligences, a cosmic analog of camouflage and restraint. Transmission across interstellar distances faces brutal physics, light years of delay and signal degradation in an expanding universe. A civilization a million years older than ours would be as unreachable as a mountain range on the far side of a planet. Communications are ephemeral and require synchronization of intent, technology, and time, and the odds of overlap may be vanishingly low. There are models that replace communication with colonization, imagining self-replicating probes that spread through the galaxy like biological invaders. If such probes exist, then the silence provokes a paradox: either they are forbidden, they fail, or they deliberately avoid visible alteration of stellar systems. Percolation theory suggests that expansion is not automatic. Resource economics, risk aversion, and ethical constraints could conspire to stop the outward tide. Consider biological modesty as another canvas for explanation, the idea that intelligence is neither inevitable nor a convergent endpoint. Evolution is noise sculpted by selection, and complex cognition may be a rare contingency rather than a cosmic trend. Microbial life may be common, a quiet undercurrent across many worlds, while complex multicellularity and technological minds remain extraordinary accidents. We must also respect the possibility of invisible technosignatures, artifacts we are not yet equipped to perceive. Perhaps advanced engineering harnesses dark energy in ways our instruments cannot detect, or communicates through modalities we have not imagined. Our search strategies reflect our own technological adolescence and thus may miss the footprints of elder intelligences. Philosophy sharpens the ache of silence into a question of meaning and humility. If the universe is vast and yet lonely, what does that imply about purpose and stewardship for the species that does exist here, now? Is our isolation a burden or an opportunity to be the custodians of consciousness in a wide, indifferent cosmos? There is also a metaphysical angle, the idea that silence is an experimental constant, a constraint baked into the initial conditions of reality. Perhaps the emergence of minds is limited by subtle physical laws we barely perceive, by thresholds embedded in thermodynamics or information theory. These are not supernatural claims but invitations to expand the boundary of inquiry, to seek deeper invariance in physics and biology. Yet hypotheses require test, and the scientific method demands that we look where evidence is most likely to appear. We must refine our instruments, scan for narrowband technosignatures, study exoplanet atmospheres for industrial byproducts, and listen for anomalies in neutrinos and gravitational whispers. Every new observatory, every spectrum, every careful null result shapes the probability landscape and narrows what remains plausible. Perhaps the most humane hypothesis is tempered by patience and curiosity combined. Silence need not be despair, it can be an open question that spurs better science, deeper ethics, and a quieter, wiser civility among beings who might one day meet. We can treat our solitude as a summons to cultivate longevity, to protect habitability, and to build knowledge that outlives our short seasons. If silence is the canvas, then discovery will be the first bright stroke, and that stroke may arrive as a spectral line, a structured neutrino pulse, or a relic machine discovered on a distant world. Until then, our telescopes and our imaginations are the instruments of hope and restraint that will guide the next centuries of exploration. Why is the universe silent, then, if not for reasons we can presently enumerate, and if not for reasons we will one day understand? Perhaps the true answer will be a mosaic, a combination of scarcity, filters, choice, and sheer cosmic timing, each tile contributing to the great quiet. For now we listen, we model, and we wonder with care, because the question itself refines us into better custodians of knowledge and life. We continue this voyage not because the silence is comfortable, but because the act of searching is itself an affirmation of curiosity and courage. Thank you for watching Universe Beyond. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a like.